Hi, my name is Dylan Erb. I'm the CEO and co-founder of PaperSpace.
My name is Hirsch Sikka. I'm a master's student at Harvard and also a master's student at Georgia Tech, where I study computational neuroscience and machine learning.
I am Enis Berk Çoban. I'm from Turkey. I'm doing a PhD in the University of New York, and I'm advised by Professor Robert Haralek and Michael Mondale.
Cristóbal Valenzuela. I'm originally from Chile, and I've been working for the last few years on tools that help more people jump into machine learning.
PaperSpace is building out tools for the next generation of deep learning researchers and practitioners. ATG was a program that we started a few years ago. We're actually on our fourth year now. And it was designed a little bit to provide a function that we didn't have very much of at an early stage startup. The ATG is a structured environment where researchers can come in to carve out a safe space for them to both continue their research but also to inform our own product decisions. The way it's structured today is we bring in a researcher, pair them with someone on the engineering team, and the idea is that they carve out a thesis or a project they want to work on. In many cases, it's a continuation of the research they've been doing. Their job is to both use the tools that we're creating and be a critical component and provide feedback.
I heard about PaperSpace initially when I was starting to enter ML. I had started taking the Fast AI course a couple years ago, actually, and PaperSpace was a cloud provider at the time, and still is. And through that, I started to follow PaperSpace. I had an account with them. And I had seen a video from one of the founders outlining this new group that they were forming called the ATG. And they were talking about how they were working on interesting tooling ideas in the theoretical side of deep learning also. I thought it was a cool sounding gig, so I decided to apply.
Doing research, we are autonomous. We can go do any crazy research. We can try moonshot ideas and work with engineers to make it real. So that's amazing.
Space has an amazing set of resources and kind of like product and team that will help you scale your research in areas that you're interested in.
Path in ML has been a little non-traditional. In my undergrad, I studied cognitive neuroscience, so I didn't really touch any computational work. But coming out of college, I really got into data science sort of naturally. I worked as a product manager for a short while. And I started to see the power in sort of these predictive systems, and it naturally started to spark some of my curiosities around neuroscience and machine learning and the intersections and interactions between those two fields.
I come up with an idea that's not possible to implement in the current systems. I can work with engineers here to make it real.
I was an ATG fellow at PaperSpace on the summer of 2018. I now built my own company kind of like following that same research and going deeper into novel ways of creating interfaces around deep learning.
PaperSpace, there's a lot more opportunities also to dive into the systems and the engineering side of things, which is actually really sort of like broadening the potential improvements that I can make.
There's a classic saying, the limit is the sky, but that's literally the case here, because if you need huge amount of computational resources, you got this in your PaperSpace. If you have real hard engineering problem, there are really smart engineers here to solve it for you. And if you need to work with great scientists to discuss your ideas and improve them, you got them here.
My experience at ATG has been pretty extraordinary, and I would wholeheartedly recommend it to any researcher who has certain ideas that they want to pursue, whether it's related to the ideas that they work in another formal situation, or if it's something that they've always wanted to try. The ATG is actually a great place to sort of pursue those types of research projects.